Love and pure innocence in the Tempest. The Tempest belongs to the group of plays known as dramatic romances. Such plays are Cymbeline, The Winter's Tale, and Pericles. After Shakespeare has worked on his tragedies, which depict the welter of passions, lust, ambition, greed, etc., and the demonic forces of fate and accident, hurling man to his doom, a change come over him. He felt that the life was not only full of hatred, treachery, lust, and murder, but also full of love, innocence, and forgiveness. Of course, we cannot will away all evils from the world, but at least we can win over these evil things with the help of love, pity, kindness, and innocence. Shakespeare has exemplified this fact in all his latter plays. In The Tempest, he has celebrated tender love and pure innocence by the story of Ferdinand and Miranda. Miranda is innocence incarnate. She does not know who she is and from where she has come. She has not seen any other being of her own sex. She says, I do not know one of my sex save from my glass mine own. She has seen only her father and Caliban from the opposite sex. That is why she is taken aback at the sight of Ferdinand and says, I might call him a thing divine, for nothing natural I ever saw so noble. She was ignorant of all the ills of the world. She was good incarnate. She was brought up in the lap of nature and imbibed the qualities of nature, free, frank, and innocent. She knew the falsehood. She knew no falsehood, no pretension. That is why she lost her heart at the very sight of Ferdinand and said, This is the third man that I ever saw, the first that ever I sighted for. Ferdinand too lost his heart at the very sight. He took her for a goddess at first, as she was divine in appearance. He promises to make her his wife when comes to know that she is a maid. His is a story of love at first sight. The very instant that I saw you, did my heart fly to your service. Prospero describes it. At the first sight, they have changed eyes, but Ferdinand is not as innocent as Miranda. He had seen many maids and loved a few. Of course, he finds Miranda better than any other maid he had seen and said, For several virtues have I liked several women, but some defect in hers. But oh, you, so perfect and so peerless, are created of every creature's best. That is why Prospero calls her nonpareil. Miranda is so innocent that he fails to express her love and says, Prompt me, plain and holy innocence, I am your wife if you will marry me, if not, I will die your maid. Prospero forbids her to love Ferdinand and promises to show her a more handsome man, but Miranda is not fickle minded. She says, I have no ambition to see a goodlier man. Even Ferdinand loves her most. Beyond all limit of what else in the world do I love you. Prospero wants to test his love for Miranda. He asks him to carry logs. Ferdinand accepts this odd work and carries out the orders sincerely. And for your sake, am I this patient log man? Miranda sighs for him and says, such baseness had never like executor. She offers to carry the logs for him and asks him to take rest. Ferdinand says, these sweet thoughts do even refresh my livers. This shows that Miranda is kind hearted. She cannot bear the sufferings of others. Her heart goes out of sympathy to the sufferers. When she hears the story of shipwreck, she says, I have suffered with those that I saw suffer. The cry did knock against my heart. She is all gentle, kind, and considerate. She loves Ferdinand with all her being. When she happens to see Alonso and his companions, she explains how beauteous mankind is. Oh, brave new world that has such people in it. The spontaneous expression on the part of Miranda speaks of her innocence. Really, she is not only ignorant of the ills, but also innocent of everything. Shakespeare has collected all the good qualities of all the good women in the world and embodied them in the form of Miranda. It is their love for each other which changes the angry and revengeful heart of Prospero and makes him feel the rare action is in virtue than in vengeance. That is why he forgives all his enemies and embraces them with all his heart. His last wish is to witness the nuptial of this our dear beloved solemnized Miranda and Ferdinand. He says, and go to Naples where I have hoped to see the nuptial of this our dear beloved solemnized and thence retire. Thus we find that the love of Miranda and Ferdinand triumphs over treachery and cruelty and lets loose an atmosphere of mirth and fellow feelings. The characteristic feature of the romances is that the reconcilement comes about and through the young and for the young. A common theme of all these dramatic romances is a temporary loss of a child, but the children are ultimately restored. A kind of rebirth takes place, as it were. Okay. I have tried my best to make students understand the matter in a very lucid and simple language. As regards my earlier essays, students of middle school, high school can read it and understand it better. I would be glad if you give comments so that I may improve my matters more for the benefits of students. I have tried my best for the English honors course also. Please listen, comment, and share my topics. Thank you.